So where are you headed?
Aspen.
California. Beautiful.
You drove your Segway right into a quicksand pit.
This must be some sort of cryptic code. Hi, welcome to Comedy Parenting Radio. My name's Jerry Begley, and this is the show that never eats watermelon at art museums. We want to welcome our new listeners from Cary, Illinois, El Dorado Hills, California, and Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. It's probably getting a little warm over there in Saudi Arabia today, don't you think, guys?
Yeah.
Actually, I saw a forecast for 6 feet of snow.
That was Saudi Arabia, Russia. Today we're going to be doing a radio theater called Peruvian Omelet Hunters. Stand by.
Ranger Station.
Hi, I want to report a bear sighting.
Location.
My front door. It was Smokey Bear. My husband was burning leaves in the yard. He just came inside for a second.
Never leave a fire unattended. If it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to leave.
Smokey said that too.
We go way back. I knew him when he was just a cub.
How cute.
If you see someone in danger of starting a wildfire, step in and make a difference. Brought to you by Smokey Bear, the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council. Learn more at smokeybear.com.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Comedy.
Parenting.
Radio.
Radio.
Why did we end up going through the Peruvian jungle on Segways, Dad?
I rented a Jeep ahead of time, but for some reason this was all they had left when we got to the car rental agency at the airport. It was either Segways or a driverless car.
Why does Josiah have a mirror on his?
Because of what the man at the rental desk said about jugulars.
I never heard that. What'd he say?
He said jugulars are large, sneaky cats that live in the jungle. They will stalk you for miles and then pounce on you when you're least expecting it. He said I could have a mirror on my Segway to keep an eye out for jugglers coming up from behind.
Then why didn't we all get mirrors on our Segways, Dad?
Because I had to pay extra for it, and I figured if Josiah wanted one so bad, he could just go at the back of the line. Besides, we need the tallest guy to go in the front and chop a path. If Josiah did it, we'd all be getting hit in the face by branches.
I'm going to pull over and let Elijah pass me.
Josh, you drove your Segway right into a quicksand pit.
Dad, quick, throw me a winch cable.
Here you go.
Whew, thanks, Dad. Rats. I think my Segway got ruined in the quicksand. Now what am I gonna do?
We'll just have to leave it here and go on. Hop on with Josiah since he's the littlest.
What?
You two will just have to ride together through the jungle.
It's my Segway. I get to drive.
Dad, you should have paid for the quicksand insurance.
These fireflies are murder. They're all over my face. And the glowing is blinding me. Are they bothering anyone else?
No.
Why do you suppose?
Because we're wearing lightning bug repellent.
Lightning bug repellent? Where'd you get that?
The guy that told me about the jugulars attacking said we should also get lightning bug repellent. Well, he said it gets real bad in the jungle, so I had him throw in a couple of bottles.
How much did that cost?
The guy said he'd figure it out later.
Let me have it.
Well, you heard Dad. Let him have it.
Okay.
Not in my face. Ow! That really stings my eyes.
Well, that is where the most fireflies are, Dad. On your face.
We're going to have to camp here for the night so I can see to move on in the morning.
I'll get some rocks and build a fire.
You guys park all the Segways over by those trees in a line. Clean them off and check the batteries.
Dad, they're not horses.
And you aren't John Wayne.
Rise and shine, it's time to get going.
Ooh, boy, what's for breakfast?
Granola bars.
Ah, I sure could go for a nice omelet.
Me too.
Don't forget why we're here, guys.
I know.
I'm still a little fuzzy on the reason for this trip.
Alright. You know how bad Dad's cooking is?
Everybody around the world knows how bad Dad's cooking is, but yeah.
Right. And do you remember when Dad was attempting to make omelets the other day and the dog wouldn't even eat them?
Yeah.
Well, I told Dad that I could make omelets better than that, and he said,
Fine. If you think you're such a good cook, I'll do anything to see a better omelet than the ones that I made you that you didn't appreciate.
So I made him put his money where his mouth was. I researched omelets and found out that the best omelet recipe in the world once belonged to the Incas. That recipe has been missing for ages. The conquistadors never found it. They named it the Great An Omelet of Peru.
Wouldn't it have been just better to call it the Great Omelet of Peru?
The conquistadors wanted to keep the original name, An Omelet of Peru, but they didn't want to get it mixed up with all the other Peruvian omelet recipes, so they called it the Great An Omelet of Peru.
Seems awkward.
And Josh was pretty certain that we're going to find the recipe here in the jungles.
I just wish I kept my mouth shut. This trip has cost me an arm and a leg. Now, let's get going. What's this monkey mayhem all about?
And why is that one monkey up in those trees above the others yelling and shaking its fists?
I'd say he's campaigning.
What?
He's campaigning, running for office.
How do you know?
See the signs they're all holding? That one there says, a banana in every garage.
Let's get out of here before it turns violent.
Josiah, why do you have to keep stopping to pick up rocks during this whole trip?
I want to sell rocks from Peru at my rock shop when I get home.
Yeah, but this little Segway platform is getting crowded with everything. And besides, those rocks look all the same. Boring.
Notice I didn't drive my Segway into a quicksand pit.
How do we know where we're going, Dad?
Joshua figured that out, right, Josh?
Yes. As everybody knows, you eat omelets in the morning. The sun comes up in the east in the morning, and as everybody knows, Incas would never put a sacred omelet recipe in any other direction than east. So that's why we're traveling east. We'll probably discover a lost temple containing the omelet recipe any minute now.
I don't think so, senor.
Why not?
The script writer is taking a weird twist now.
What script writer?
Never mind that. Look, here's a rock with a letter of the alphabet on it.
That rock looks identical to the rocks that Josiah's been picking up for the last 12 hours. Josiah, turn all those rocks over.
Okay.
They each have a letter on them.
This must be some sort of cryptic code.
That's redundant, Dad.
No, I don't think it's a redundant code. It must be some sort of Peruvian code. Here, let's lay them all out on the ground and see what it spells. Oh, my word, this is getting tough. Let's see, Stragdothgahi.
No, that's not right.
Maybe it's Gaelic.
Here, how about this?
Draggotheist.
Maybe it's a gang thing.
I'm not sure. This is crazy. We've been at this puzzle for hours.
It's too bad you threw the Scrabble game away, Dad. We'd probably be better at this.
Why don't we just throw them up in the air and read what comes down?
That's stupid.
What have we got to lose? Give it a try, Josh.
Yep.
Thud, thud, thud.
It worked!
Let me read it. Go straight ahead. Go straight ahead. They must want us to go straight ahead.
And so the intrepid party began moving straight ahead in the same direction they had been going. They only went 50 feet when...
Whoa! a big stone wall, and it has writing on it.
This must be the sacred omelet temple.
I hear wind.
What?
I hear a steady sound of air blowing.
Look, a giant stone carving of a woman.
That's no ordinary woman. That's a stone carving of a librarian.
How do you know that?
See how she has her hands up and has her pointer finger in front of her lips?
And the air's coming out of her lips.
Continuously.
You don't suppose we've discovered
the ancient Inca public library?
Let's go in. I want to get on the computer and play Minecraft.
It's not that kind of library, Josiah.
Wow, look at all these books. Ooh, The Wind in the Willows.
Shelves and shelves and shelves of them.
But how are we going to find the great and omelet of Peru recipe?
The Dewey Decimal System.
The Dewey Decimal System?
Yeah, you know. All books are filed on library shelves using a number code depending what type of book it is.
So that's what all those little numbers mean in the library. I never put the two together before.
Well, let's get going before something calamitous befalls us. A series of unfortunate calamities.
What's the Dewey number for cooking, Josh?
If I remember correctly, the number for cooking omelets is 641.5. Let's start there. 300 ways to fry a capybara.
Oh, look at this. Here's Fred Smedley's book on cooking eggs. Oh, wow. Look at this. He shows you how to boil them. Maybe I can check this one out.
Dad, we're here to look for the great and Inca omelet recipe, remember?
Oh, yeah. I just went a little crazy for a minute. Sorry.
I don't seem to be finding anything about eggs at all on this shelf.
Where's Elijah?
I saw him go over by the military science section.
Bucket list of things to do before 2012.
How do you know it's the military science section?
He went to 355.82. That's military science. Everybody knows that.
Hey, Elijah, come back over and help us look for the omelet recipe.
Hang on, Dad. They've got some really cool books about using rocks for weapons. Oh, look at this. This must be a book about using omelets as weapons.
Let me see that. This isn't about weapons. It is about omelets. And look at the title of the book.
An Omelet of Peru.
That's what we came for!
We're saved from Dad's bad cooking.
Yay!
How come that book's over here?
It was probably misshelved by an apprentice, or someone just picked it up and didn't put it back where it belonged.
Quick, we gotta get out of here before this place falls apart on us.
Nothing's happening yet.
Don't you ever watch movies, Dad? In every movie, when you take the treasure, you almost get killed getting out of there. We gotta run! Oh, wait, the history of the belly button lint remover.
Let's go!
Let's go!
Let's go.
Okay.
I can't believe we made it.
Where's the rolling ball?
You know, there weren't even any poison-tipped spears.
Or cobwebs.
Let's get on our Segways and get out of here.
Right.
What about my rocks?
Leave the rocks.
Boy, Dad, that adventure went a lot smoother than I was expecting.
It's about time. Every time we go somewhere, there's always impending disaster about to happen.
That's redundant, Dad.
No, I don't think it's a redundant disaster. I think it's impending disaster.
Excuse me, I gotta go to the lavatory and wash my hands.
Didn't you hear the pilot? He said don't use the restrooms under any circumstances.
It's okay. I'm only gonna wash my hands.
I wouldn't if I were you.
Don't be silly.
Oh no! A jugular on the plane! We're all gonna die!
Let's get going before something Calamitus. I got him!
Where'd you get that shovel?
I had the rental guy throw it in with a lightning bug repellent and all the other stuff.
What other stuff?